a lot of us have been pointing out about Dave Filoni. He writes fan fiction. This is not a man who knows how to write a story or tell a good story. He's not a man who knows how to create real characters, real three-dimensional characters with growth and arc and progressions and all of that. He's a fan fiction writer. He's writing Ahsoka, his waifu. And there are people right now. There's two kinds of current, like, Disney Star Wars fans, like watching the Ahsoka series, and I get them occasionally comment on my videos, and it's hilarious. There's the first kind who's starting to see that there's a problem now, but they were the ones that were defending Ahsoka for so long, and Filoni is our guy, and the Clone Wars were great, and blah blah blah. They were those guys, but now they're starting to realize after watching Ahsoka that what happened. So they're trying to come up with these narratives that, okay, maybe this happened. I don't know what happened, but now he's not doing it right, guys. But he used to do it great, or Ahsoka used to be a great character. They're trying to they're trying to save face, right? We weren't wrong before, but there's a problem now, which is ridiculous. But then they're the type that still think everything's fine here. They're in the burning building going, it's all fine. Everything's good. It's fine. They're still trying to convince themselves that Ahsoka Tano is not a Mary Sue. I can't tell you how many comments I get saying, no, she's different than Rey because she had to do this, this, and this, but Rey, they still try to think there's some sort of difference between Ahsoka and Rey. They're practically the same character. They are two textbook Mary Sues. And I've heard so many silly, I'm going on a rant here, but I've heard so many silly justifications as, no, a Mary Sue's somebody who does things without any help. And Ahsoka had help. She was given the power of the daughter when she did this and this. No, a Mary Sue is somebody who the entire universe and story just gives all the breaks to, right? And people will say, well, that's just a main character. That's a hero. I mean, by that logic, Luke Skywalker's a Gary Stu. No, he's not. Luke Skywalker had a very specific outlined story, abilities with boundaries, and he remained in those. He didn't best Darth Vader because of his amazing skill. He bested Darth Vader because of his heart, because he refused to believe that his father could totally go to the dark side. He knew there must be some good in him. It was his ability to believe that helped him best Darth Vader in Return of the Jedi. Ahsoka, she's got all the wisdom. She's got the heart. She's also got all the skills, and it's okay because in the story, like she learned, she studied. We didn't actually see her study. We didn't actually see her learning of these things, but it's time jump. It happened. It's fine. So she's not a Mary Sue. She can do all these things, and she's the center of the entire universe. And it's absurd. She's a Mary Sue. She's even worse than a Mary Sue. She's a waifu. She's like fan fiction waifu. Dave Filoni is just she's his baby. He gets off on writing this character and giving her every break that she can have in the universe and trying to bend and mold and mutate the Star Wars universe as though it all hinges around her. She's the Gandalf of the Star Wars, guys. No, she's not. That's another thing. Stop trying to use all these other stories as a crutch. Stop trying to use Lord of the Rings and all these other great stories as a crutch just because you don't know how to craft a decent story on your own, Dave Filoni. Just write your own story. But anyway, I could go on for ages on that. But I wanted to say that to just respond to some of those ridiculous comments I'm getting, trying to all these mental gymnastics about, oh, she's not a Mary Sue. She's not. They still fall into this narrative that, by liking Ahsoka, we're saying, yeah, take that, Kathleen Kennedy and Rey Skywalker. By supporting Ahsoka, you are in your little leash right next to Kathleen Kennedy's ankle. And she's just stroking your head, going, that's right, do exactly what I want you to. That's all you are.